Entering a brand new decade, time really does fly. Stronger bosses and stronger equipment, we'll really have to try. 24 full years of questing, making dead we've never been. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2010. Welcome back to September 7th, 2010. Start of our next training arc here. Back in Puro to get an Amulet of Glory. This time, we end up getting a crystal key. So we can go get a dragon stone, make the amulet. We need to get a +1 crafting boost, but that's trivial. Did not take very long this time. Only got 1 alk, 1 pineapple seed, and the crystal key. So that's pretty good. Good stuff here in Puro. Also, unlike last time that we were here, we can actually just store all our impling stuff for future use. And we purchase the impling jars at the start. Good stuff. Never really bothered with the imp repellent. Don't really need to. Well, that's alright. I'm gonna go plant this pineapple seed, make an Amulet of Glory, then get the last piece of gear we're going to need. Here is level 80 farming. Trying to plant this pineapple sapling. That is a couple different things here that mostly don't exist, question mark. Snapegrass seeds. What is that? We're definitely getting here into the middle years of did things exist yet. Snapegrass seeds. No. Samadin, no. Polypore staff, no. Runeleaf and Damonheim, yes. Master Farmer outfit pieces, no. Right? Something like that. 80 farming, though. That's pretty neat. Last piece of equipment we need is a shield. Anti-dragon shield, specifically. Because we're going to go fight some dragons. We do technically, well, not actually. We don't actually have the Herboy level to make super anti-fires even if we wanted to. But I also don't want to rely on that or have to go and get all the stuff to make super anti-fires constantly. So we're just going to go with regular anti-dragon shield. A bit of prayer, hope for the best. Do our best here. It's also more consistent. It's also why we chose the rapier, so we can just have the shield on instead of getting the chaotic maul, which would have been more damage or everything. We're going to be fighting dragons, getting dragon bones, and then getting prayer experience. We're actually going to do it all the way with our gilded altar. But for that, we also need Marintils. We will be farming our Marintils after farming up some points here at the Vine Sweeper minigame. Trade is winking in this absolute mess of an interface. There's Guam seeds. All the herb seeds look different now. Marintil seeds. There we go. We're gonna get quite a few of these. Start with 100? They're only 10 points each. See how many herbs we get. Farming up just a whole bunch of Marintils. Completely random thing. Saw a kingly impling flying around. Looted it barehanded, because that's a thing. And got a royal amulet. Doesn't do anything. It's just a cosmetic amulet. But what we can do with it is high alk it for 60,000 coins. So, that's pretty good. All the seeds have been planted and harvested. 100 seeds, 1,011 Marintil. It might be more than we actually need, so that's fine. Took a little bit to do that, so we're just going to move swiftly on here to updates. But right before that, What another week at the circus. We did okay and got some clown shoes. Amazing. Didn't quite get enough for the ring masterpiece, but points and everything, and if you miss 2 times, and etc, etc. Weeklies. Anyways, updates. On September 8th, 2010, website maintenance, and also the Triumvirate PvP event is going to be happening. It's Realm vs. Realm 2. Gain influence points for holding the Alcarid Palace Courtyard every 15 minutes. It's going to be a free-to-play and a member event. It's in PvP worlds, so you will lose your things. PvP worlds. What a mess. More events and stuff. On September 10th, 2010, development video on Dungeoneering. Going over the development, testing, graphics, audio, design of the whole thing, the titles system, a bunch of stuff. More Dungeoneering to come at some point here. On September 13th, 2010, Dutch Summer Event prize winners. The winner got 6 months of membership, second got 4, third got 2, 4th through 10th got 1 month each. Just all these different events, all these different groups and all sorts of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. On September 14th, 2010, get a wallpaper of the RuneFest Wall of Fame that people signed and wrote messages on at RuneFest. So, big wall, wallpaper. Why not? On September 15th, 2010, website maintenance. It's also Talk Like a Pirate community events. You got the Pirates vs. Vampires costume contest, treasure hunt that will lead you to the party locations, and a Trouble Brewing event, which is everyone's favorite. More in-game with patch notes. The Void Deflector is now visible in low detail settings. The Mud Skipper hat no longer gives bald men hair. Only one Dagonoth mother will spawn. And chef's hats added to the Varrock costume store. So if we wanted to get a chef's hat for something, we could get that. But we already have the Varrock body from the Achievement Diary stuff, so we can just get into the Cooking Guild with that anyways. So, not a huge deal for us. Also get the Developer Council, which you can just get into here somewhere maybe. Still a thing? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You can see like FPS and stuff. Probably exists. Skill cape lengths, now the same for male and female character models. Loading screen was updated. You can choose clan chat colors. Bound items will automatically equip at the start of each floor in Dungeoneering. You can check how full your compost bins are. And there's level requirement tooltips on agility shortcuts. Elf crystals, explorer's rings, Faldor shields have had their use order changed to be more convenient. A small version of a font was reworked. And for why we are standing here next to the farm, besides just the fact that we did a bunch of farming, is new things in the Minesweeper store. Previously, there was only a handful of seeds in here. And now there's more than there was before. Travis of Winkin. Still not every single seed in here, because some seeds don't exist yet. But we do get cabbage, rosemary, cactus, mushroom, belladonna, jute, yanilian, wildblood, avento, cadentine, lantodime, snapdragon, dwarfweed torstal, papaya, and kalquat seeds. A lot of these are pretty expensive for what they're worth. We got good times here with the 10-point cheap seeds. In terms of things we can actually use and get enough points to get, not really. But it's an option, I suppose. if we're really desperate for some specific one of those seeds. More options, at least. Also, the wilderness ditch over in the wilderness. I suppose the ditch really isn't in the wilderness. It's more directly next to the wilderness, because it's the wilderness ditch blocking off the wilderness, is no longer a ditch. It's been replaced by a short wall, the wilderness wall. And it's now a wall because the ditch was not working very well with the new Z buffering update. Essentially, it's the order of rendering things in the game to make sure that everything is correct and not on top of things that should be in front of it and all that. Generally, a graphical improvement for software and safe mode and faster graphics for OpenGL and DirectX. Just generally improving things and getting things at the same system. So when making new graphics, it just works for everything. You don't need to make multiple options of it. So that's nice. Also, with graphic changes, it's going to be allowing for more animations of players and NPCs outside of the square they're currently in. So stuff like holding items that are longer, all the animations, things clipping, should be better. So it'll allow for more, better graphics and stuff. On September 16th, 2010, Undercroft, free game for iPhone. Turn-based RPG, control party heroes, go on quests, fight enemies, find items. Just bought from a different company and it's been out for years at this point. Now it's also not. Always interesting to see what gets published and stuff. On September 17th, 2010, Clan Submissions page blog. Bunch of clan events at RuneFest. Had the Clan Cup. Planning for next year's Clan Cups. Clan stuff. On September 20th, 2010, the Golden Joystick Awards, voting for UK Developer of the Year, continues. The amount of people voting didn't crash the entire game, and it crashed the entire website this time, so gotta get more people voting to try to crash the website, win the event and everything. And then, on September 21st, 2010, more events. We got the Ire of Faris Festival, Finnish and Polish community events, got gnome food tasting, Clan Wars, Duel Arena, Jmod Hide and Seek in the Desert, some Edgeville woodcutting here, making some fires from Lumbridge to Varrock all over the place. All kinds of stuff and events all the time. Over in the patch notes, we got several issues with the Z buffering update fixed. Fixed flickering watered farming patches. The barge workman's head has been reattached to his body. Humidify no longer plays sound for other players. And you can't alch the explorer's ring. The ring that has the alch options can no longer alch itself. Also done some world theme adjustments. New country homeworlds for some countries. Skill camps have been lengthened. And we got a new village, town, settlement here. Not new, but sort of new. Welcome to Gunner's Scrum. With right underneath it, in brackets, Barbarian Village. So people don't get confused that it's still Barbarian Village. But this is now Gunner's Scrum. Gunner's Scrum. The location of a new quest. Kind of. Sort of. Talk to Donoran outside the Barbarian Village. Ambiguous age replaces Romeo and Juliet. Requires 5 crafting. And it's already happened, but also not, but also has. Replaces Romeo and Juliet from 2001. Literally the first day. So, if you already completed Romeo and Juliet previously, you won't get any more quest points. But you can go play through the new quest, which is fun. Romeo and Juliet was removed because it didn't live up to the quality of more recent content. It was just a copy of the story instead of trying to do something new or a parody or anything. Essentially, it was not the best first impression for new players, since it's literally at the very start of things, with no requirements or anything. And so, we have a new quest to do. But we also already did it, but also we haven't, because time is convoluted. It has been a while since we worried about these time portals here. But there's going to be quite a few of these pretty soon here. Well, that is future. We gotta worry about past right now. Welcome to 2010. Thanks. I've got 5 quest points I need to get and bring back to the first day of the entire game. You can have the other rewards, since I can't keep them. Yeah, we'll see about that, in terms of what rewards there's gonna be. I will see you off when you are finished. Okay. 2010, huh? Neat. This is my second time traveling. Although the first hasn't happened yet. Well, for you at least. I'm here. And I'm also somewhere else around here, waiting for me to have already finished the quest. Or something. Exactly how this works is a question. Anyways, I want my 5 quest points back on the first day of the game. So I'm going to talk to Dororan here. My heart with burdens heavy does it lie, for never did I eat red berry pie? You're a poet too? Maybe a bit. Oh, then maybe you can identify with the arduous state of my life. My heart is stricken with that most audacious of maladies. Hypertension? Love. The walls of my heart are besieged by love's armies, and those walls begin to tumble. In the barbarian village lives the fairest maiden I've witnessed in all my life. What's so special about her? I wouldn't know where to start. Her fiery spirit, her proud bearing, her winsome form. But why is it making you sad? The people of this village value strength, stature, and riches. I have none of those things. Ah, that's unfortunate. My people are indomitable warriors, dripping with gold and precious gems, but not I. I'm not built for combat, and poetry has proven a life of poverty. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Oh boy. There must be something you can do. If Gudrun could ever love a dwarf, surely she would need to see my artistry. Will you help me? I'm no crafter of metal. He does poetry and basically nothing else, apparently. Except quests. I need a ring of purest gold, then we can engrave it with the words of my heart. Oh, I know the perfect place to get a gold ring. Edgeville's metalsmith, Geoffrey, labors like myself under the weight of unrequited love. Perhaps, if he took one of my love poems to Geoffrey, he would trade it for a gold ring. Doran gives you a poem. Alright. I will return with a ring. In Edgeville, you say? Back in my day, this is still Ghost Town. And there's nobody here. And all the buildings are ruined. Besides just this one here. But I will humor you, 2010. We will head up to Jeffrey. He is here in this building, which has a furnace. I will talk to him. Keep it quick. What do you want? I'm here about a gold ring. You want to buy a gold ring? You want to sell a gold ring? You want to ask pointless questions about gold rings? Rude. I was hoping you would trade for a gold ring. Trade you? Trade you for what? This splendid love poem. A love poem? What? Wait, that dwarf put you up to this, didn't he? Yes, he did. That cheeky little. He just can't leave it alone, can he? Fine, I'll trade you for the poem. What is it you want? Just a plain gold ring. Trades a gold ring for the poem. Now leave me in peace. He didn't need to do that. Although, we would have bothered him even more. When an adventurer shows up, you basically just give them what they want. We are an agent of chaos. It's best to just get us out of your hair as fast as possible. Here we have a ring. Very good. Doran, I await in eagerness for a loop of lustrous grandeur. No, that just sounds ridiculous. Have you brought me a ring from Jeffrey? I have one right here. You show Doran the ring from Jeffrey. Thank you. That's exactly what I need. Now, would you engrave something on it for me? What do you want me to engrave? I've given this some thought. Gudrun the Fair, Gudrun the Fiery. And how do I engrave that? Just use a chisel on the gold ring. Well, you see, the thing about that, chisels don't exist where I'm from. So, isn't that a little clumsy for engraving? I see jewel crafters use them on all sorts of precise work. Do you have a chisel I can use? Yes, here you go. Alright, gives you a chisel. Thanks. That counts as a thing that we don't get to bring back to the past. Chisel. Tool belts, also not a thing. Engrave. You engrave Gudrun the Fair, Gudrun the Fiery onto the ring. And that got us a crafting level here in the future. Not ideal, but this is what it takes to make things work out for me. Is it done? Have you created a work of magnificent beauty? It came out perfectly. I had the base requirements for this quest, so I'm going to say we did fantastic. You show Doran the engraved ring. You're right, it's perfect. Will you do one more thing for me? Of course. I fear she will only judge this poor book by its cover. Would you take the ring to Gudrun for me? Very well. Please don't tell her I'm a dwarf just yet. I'm on it. Although, starting a relationship on secrets is not the best strategy here. We'll see how she responds to start here. We start with her getting yelled at by Kajal over here. Gudrun, have you caught enough fish? Yes, I have plenty of fish. Your father needs many fish to feed the free men. I know. Maybe you sneak off to the Outlander city again? Buy fish in market instead of catching them? Shut up, I'm much better at fishing than you. You are not. Just guard the hut like the chieftain told you to. Fine. Stupid barbarian. Sorry about that, stranger. Did you want something? Are you Gudrun? Yes. This is for you. You show Gudrun the ring. It's lovely. There's something written on it. Gudrun the fair, Gudrun the fiery. Is it about me? Presumably. We're going with yes, though. This is a beautiful gift, stranger. Thank you. The ring isn't from me. Oh? Who is it from? We can go with a great poet, a secret admirer, or a short suitor. Secret admirer. Does that really happen? How exciting. This man, he's from outside the village? Yep. I would love to leave the village and be romanced by exotic, handsome Outerlander men. There's a problem, though. What's that? My papa, the chieftain, he would never let an Outerlander pursue me. Why not? He thinks all your people are our enemies. So you want me to talk to your father? I suppose that might work. I've tried to reason with him, but he's impossible. Maybe he'll listen to you. I know some of the others feel the same, but they're loyal to Papa. I'll see what I can do. We could have offered to kill her father, but that was obviously the wrong choice. That's not going to get us where we want to be here. Chieftain Gunthor. Begone, Outlander. Your kind are not welcome here. I need to speak to you, Chieftain. Make it short. Your daughter seeks permission to court an Outlander. What? Are you deaf? Do you have any idea who we are? You're barbarians. We are the storm that sweeps from the mountains. We are the scourge of these soft lands. Are you finished? We are the free men of the ice. You think this a settlement, but it is a camp of war. Chieftain, may I interrupt? What is it, Hakon? We have lived here since before the time of my father. Perhaps we are a camp, no longer. Your father, do you honor him, Hakon? Of course. And do you honor Warlord Gunnar? Of course, Chieftain. Then why do you dishonor his name by abandoning what he fought for? We will honor our fathers, and we will honor Gunnar. Yes, Chieftain, you are wise. I'm sorry. You, Outlander. What? We are not friends, you and I. We are not allies. Run back to Gudrun and tell her to remember her forefathers. Tell her to think of Gunnar and what he would think of this insult. Now go, before I have Hakon dismember you. I'm going. Don't need to threaten me with that. He is level 32 and I'm level 12. Don't need that right now. Not great news here, Gudrun. What did he say? He mentioned someone called Gunnar, and that you should think about his feelings. By the eyeballs of Guthix, always Gunnar. Eyeballs of Guthix, my goodness. Who is Gunnar? He was my great-grandpa. He founded this village 100 years ago. You don't seem to share your father's attitude for him. I think there's a difference between respecting my ancestors and obsessing over them. Papa thinks whatever stupid war Gunnar fought is still going on. I don't know. Maybe your mystery man has some ideas? I'll ask him. Yeah, if they've been here for decades, it's definitely not a war camp at this point. Did you give Gunnar the ring? What did she think? Did it capture her heart? There's a problem. It's because I'm a dwarf, isn't it? Or because I'm a poet? I knew it. I'm completely worthless. No, she liked the ring. That's not the problem. Oh? Then what's the problem? Most cruel is fate. Most cruel. Why not? He's obsessed with the stories of his ancestors. I think we skipped this dialogue there. Her father doesn't approve. Why not? He's obsessed with the stories of his ancestors. He says his people are still at war. This village has stood for 100 years. I heard him arguing with one of the others. He says he honors his ancestors this way. Really? Interesting. Do you know about the village's history? Not really. I talked with Hunding, who guards this tower here. An idea occurs to me, but it is hubris of the greatest magnitude. What is it? What if I wrote a poem? Forged a sweeping, historical epic. Crafted a tale to touch the chieftain's soul. Will that work? To win the heart of my beloved from her father's iron grasp? It is worth it just to try. Alright. So he's working on his poem, as he is wont to do as a poet. Even the bloodiest rose must settle. Mixed metaphor, what settles? Detritus? That's hardly flattering. Even the rolliest boulder. How's the poem going? I'm stuck. I'm a worthless wordsmith. My work is pointless. My life is pointless. I'm sure that's not true. I'm stuck on a word. By the Colossus of King Alvis, I can't find the words. Maybe I can help? What sort of word? I don't know. I'm not some kind of word scientist. I just feel it out as I go. Maybe you could suggest some words to get me started, then I can tell you more. Alright. How about, cucumber? That doesn't really fit. It needs to be one syllable long. Grass. That doesn't really fit. It needs to rhyme with the word day. Lay. That doesn't really fit. It needs to mean something like wandering aimlessly. And remembering all the other requirements, we go with stray. And from his righteous purpose never stray. That fits. It fits perfectly. Right meaning, right length, right rhythm, well done. The poem still isn't finished though. I have another missing word. Give me another one, anything to get me started. Dungeoneering. Well, this is 2010. Is it not? That doesn't really fit. Needs to rhyme with the word yet. More words. More words. Debt. Well, that doesn't really fit. Needs to mean something like danger. Make sure it rhymes. Threat. But long is gone the author of that threat. Perfect. Yes. It's coming together. We're nearly done. One more to go. This one is tricky though. It's a phrase I need. Someone did something. Went for a walk. That doesn't really fit. Needs to be 3 syllables long. Cleaned the floor. That doesn't really fit. Needs to imply some aggressive action, like started a fight. And remember, the amount of syllables. Swept to war. Who then, in face of madness, swept to war? That's it. That's brilliant. At last, it's done. I'm finished. My finest work. Thank you so much for your help. Are you ready to present it to the chieftain? What? No, I'm a writer, not a performer. I think the chieftain would respond best to one of his people. Perhaps you could ask Gudrun to recite it to her father? Doran gives you a poem. I'll get right on it. Alright. Gudrun. What have you got there? Another gift from your mysterious suitor. A scroll? It's a poem. A story to convince your father to settle down. You could recite it to him. Let me see that. You show Gudrun the poem. Gunner's Ground. Yes, I think this could work. I'll go to the Longhouse right away. And instead of reciting it, me and Noran come here to listen in on how things are going. How long have they been in there? They're just starting. This isn't going to work. You're so pessimistic. What was I thinking? You should go in there and stop them before Gudrun makes a fool of herself. Don't be silly. You're right, it's too late now. We'll just have to see how it turns out. I can't hear what's happening. Can you hear what's happening? Gunthor is laughing at something. He's probably considering the various tortures he has planned for me. Now you're just being ridiculous. The poem says you can honor your ancestors by settling peacefully on the land they conquered. He'll probably just find it insulting. You're doomed. Clearly. I hope they at least give me a decent burial. He's hiding in one of the buildings there. Oh no. Freemen, freemen, I have an announcement. Hear the chieftain speak. Hear him. They could hear him better if you stopped yelling about it. Kajal. We have always borne the legacy of our ancestors, and we have borne it with honor. For Gunnar! Thank you, Kajal. And though we honor them still, the time of our ancestors is past. This is the time of Gunthor. For Gunthor! Gunthor says, this is Gunnar's ground, bought with the blood. Let it remain Gunnar's ground forever. Here we settle. Gunnar's ground. Gunnar's ground. Ooh. That was brilliant. I must know who wrote that poem. That would be me. Hello. That line about beauty was for me, wasn't it? Yeah. You're the mystery poet who sent me the gold ring. Sorry. I had no idea dwarves could be so romantic. Come here. Hugs. Delightful. Papa was so impressed by Doran's poem, he made him the village poet. I'm more than a little surprised. He even gave me a house to live in. Our people's tradition is that the tribe provides lodging for the poet. It's huge! It's not in the village. It's east of here, across the river, and north of the road on the way to Varrock. It's a big house with roses outside. I think Gunthor wants to keep me close, but not too close. Oh, I found something there for you. Whoever lived there before left a dozen pairs of boots in the attic. I picked out a pair for you to thank you for all your help. Underneath them all was this magic lamp. You should have it as well. We're going to the new house. You should come and visit. Yes, we'll see you there. I will see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. And that is quest complete. When I say I will see them soon, I actually mean that I will see them soon, not me. But the present me, yeah, you know, it's fine. Gunnar's ground completed. There's the 5 quest points that I came here to get, but also a bunch of other things, like 300 crafting XP, an antique lamp, swanky boots, and Doran crafting tasks. That gets us 8 crafting. We came here with 5, so we got 3 levels from just being here, I guess. We also don't get to bring this chisel back, or these swanky boots. I can go pick them up from Doran Stocks are limited is a lie. I also don't get this extra lamp that can go on any skill. Oh, you go away. Cannot be reclaimed? That's fine. It's only, what? A handful of experience? 200? I don't think I'm gonna miss 200 XP. Goodbye. Alright. So that takes care of that. It's time to head back to the past. Hey, wake up. What? Oh, are you done? Yep. Got my quest points and I'm heading out. Let's go walk back through the portal. Alright, bye. Alright. Well, that takes care of that. We can go get the actual rewards, I guess. Over in the mansion, just to the west of Varrock here is Horan and Gudrun, which we recall from years ago and also today. How's it going? Come in, my friend, come in. There's another matter which I could use your assistance with. I'm talking about something else. What can I do for you? I've mislaid my swanky boots. Not to worry, there's some left. Here you go. I'm gonna give you some more boots. Be more careful with those ones. I don't have an infinite supply. Yeah, you do. They're magic boots that we don't need and are not good. We literally have full lunar in the house, so we're just gonna destroy those anyways. Supplies are limited. Not true. What else do you have for us? My friend, another matter with you need assistance with. What's that? I have some more jewelry for Gudrun, and I need you to help engrave them. Well, that's the first piece. A magnificent ruby bracelet with beauty blessed. Engrave the bracelet. 2,000 crafting XP. That required level 42 crafting. Carefully engrave with beauty blessed onto the ruby bracelet. Magnificent. Outstanding. I will give this to her immediately. Please come back when you have time. I got time. I have another piece of jewelry to engrave. What's this one? A fine dragonstone necklace. There's not much room. How about just Gudrun? Engrave the necklace. 10,000 crafting XP. Level 72. You skillfully engrave Gudrun onto the dragonstone necklace. Another astonishing piece of work. Please come back later and see if I have other crafting tasks. And we come back later. One last piece of jewelry to engrave. What is it? An onyx amulet. The most beautiful girl in the room. Engrave the amulet. You need 90 crafting for that. That's a shame. You can come try again another time. So even though we finished this quest in 2001 and years ago and everything, we still don't have everything to get all the rewards. Ain't that something? 90 crafting. That's a lot of crafting. There's gonna be later updates are gonna make crafting so easy. Kind of waiting for a lot of things for a lot of skills at this point, but you know, work with what we got here. And what we got is a chaotic rapier and an anti-dragon shield to go slay some dragons. How's that for a thought? Next time. Goodbye.